All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. Back with Carla Esparza versus Tatiana Suarez. Just a quick breakdown. This fight is going to be as good as long as it lasts. This is going to be experience versus determination. We're going to see if Carla can stop Suarez on her road to the top, or we're going to see if Suarez can just stop Esparza altogether, man. But looking at Carla Esparza, I've been following her for a while. People have to remember, she has beat quite a few fighters. She was the first strawweight champion and Invicta in the UFC. She's always been a fighter that knows how to find ways to win against the level of opposition she's been against. But I do think of her as a pretty good striker, boxer, decent wrestler. For her size, she's been able to utilize her tools and exert her strengths. She can get in on some taller fighters, outstrike some brawlers and, finish fights. The question is, does she still have the drive to hang with this new crop of strawweights coming up? She does have some solid wins over the past few years. I feel like she did have a questionable loss against Claudia Gadelha. I feel that Carla did enough to win that fight, but someone like Tatiana Suarez, I feel, right now she's on a different level than Carla's past 3-4 opponents. That's why I just kind of feel like this is going to be we'll get to the breakdown. We'll get to my prediction in a minute, but Tatiana Suarez, she's pretty big for a strawweight, and she has just that natural strength. She's very rugged. She's like a rugged get 'em fighter. And combine that with her experience in wrestling and her ground game, she's like a python. Once she strikes or once she gets her hands on you, it's pretty much over. She's taking you down. She's ragdolling you, and the fight's pretty much about to be over. After watching her on The Ultimate Fighter, and just seeing her train and seeing some of her previous fights before that, to me there was almost no question that she was gonna win the finale. But after suffering that one injury after the show, she's really been training hard, and she's got some solid wins over Viviana Pereira and Alexa Grasso, and since then she hasn't really missed a beat. She's back on that path, and I think the only thing right now she shows weakness in is her striking, because she really hasn't had to polish it up or perfect it or use it. I know she's probably been working on it, but it's not really something she had to use in fights. It hasn't really been like a necessity for her, but as the fights get tougher, her striking will be needed. But right now, with what she's been doing as far as her wrestling and the way she's able to grapple, she does it so well that she hasn't really needed to use her striking at all. But going into this fight, looking at what both of these fighters need to do, I really feel like Carla Esparza, she needs to keep this fight standing. Like I said, I think she's a decent wrestler, but she needs to keep this a standing fight against somebody that big and that much stronger than her. I feel like she has to make this a boxing match. She can't stay still for long in this fight. She has to strike, she has to use angles, keep Suarez moving, from getting the takedown. I know that Esparza is like 4 inches shorter, but she's gonna have to reach in there, and she's gonna have to reach in there with her strikes and use that timing on her strikes. That's gonna be the key. She has to land the angles and kind of keep Suarez offset, from keeping her feet set on, taking her down. But take Suarez into some deep waters, take her into like the third round, and just try to outstrike her. Just stay on your feet and be slippery, use takedown defense, because I feel like if she takes her those 3 rounds, that gives her a better chance of finding some way to land something big to try to stop her, because I don't think she can submit Suarez, but I think she has a better chance of stopping her with punches or knocking her out if she takes her into deep waters. Or I just feel like she has a better chance of taking the decision with her hands than even going to the ground against Suarez. And yeah, so I really feel like she just needs to keep this on her hands. Don't try any takedowns in this fight, really, because I just feel like try the takedowns, that's always going to benefit Suarez. But as far as his experience and her striking is really what she's going to need to win this fight. Basically, to me, she needs to do what she did against Claudia Gadelha ×5. Because like I said, I feel like she won that fight, but she's going to have to do way better than she did in that Gadelha fight. Tatiana Suarez, I feel like she has to apply that pressure early on Carla, keep her from establishing any kind of striking rhythm and just take her down early. Even if Carla is able to escape the first 1 or 2 takedowns, I think she'll be victorious as long as, she keeps on, putting that pressure and that strength on her. She'll be able to kind of sap Carla's energy and just keep, trying to ragdoll her. She's gonna have to keep on trying to throw her around, use some judo and throw Carla every time she catches her, take that win out of her. definitely keep her in a clinch and use some knees to slow Claudia down. You know, like I said, don't let her get any type of striking rhythm going. Maybe he is longer than Carla. You know, use that jab as a rangefinder, or you know, use it as bait. You know, come in behind it with the takedown. Keep it a wrestling match. You know, I feel like eventually she'll wear down Carla and be able to get the win. Oh man, playing out, I see Tatiana, you know, getting started early in this fight and putting that early pressure on Carla. And like I said, I feel like right now her momentum is just so much higher. I feel like as soon as she gets her hands on Carla, I think physically, you know, she's just going to outstrength her. And I feel like she is going to ragdoll her. And once she does that, I think she's just going to, you know, be able to slam Carla. And once she gets to the ground, I think Suarez is either going to take it by a first round or second round submission. And if not, I feel like she's going to handle Carla with ease on the ground. And her ground game is going to be better. And I think she could either get that submission by the first or second round, or she'll probably stop her with some ground and pound in like the second round. But yeah, man, it's just like when I look at this matchup, I kind of figured to myself that, you know, I was already saying to myself that, you know, Suarez, she's just a much bigger and stronger fighter right now, and I think she's just a more determined fighter, you know. And Carla, you know, she's had her day, and I think she's kind of reached her certain level of, you know, how high she could get as a champion. You know, that kind of showed, you know, even after she fought, you know, Rose, up till she fought Joanna. And right now, like I said, you know, Tatiana Suarez, she's just one of these she's part of this new crop of strawweights coming up, and you know, she's ready to get in that top 10. But yeah, man, I'm picking Suarez by probably, like I said, like a late round, probably like a first or second round stoppage or first or second round submission. But let me know what you guys think about this fight in the comment section. You know, who's going to pull this one out? Esparza or Suarez? Combo Breaker 99. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'll be back with Carolina versus Jessica Andrade. Do that breakdown next. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.